Hi, I'm Stephanie Everett and I'd like to welcome you back to the Suburban Chateau and welcome to 2025. We're going to be back at it this spring, delving into all kinds of topics, and this is one of my favorites. And today we're going to be talking all about why we love different antiques. What is it about some of the antiques that we see that just strikes a chord? Is it something that we have in our family background or something that reminds you of grandma's house? What is it that attracts us to different antiques when we're looking? I had a recent chance to go to Antique Marketplace of Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, and just a few things there just really struck a chord with me. I didn't bring back too many things from Lemoyne. But I started to think about why I love certain antiques. Why do I love cubist glass? I don't know. There is something about it that I just think is glorious. Something about the cut and the color and all of those things. It always attracts me at the antique store. So we're going to delve into all things antique and visit Lemoyne, PA. One of the most impressionable things that I think influences my purchases of antiques is memory or personal history. And a lot of that comes from, I had a great relationship with my grandma and my mom, and the things that they collected are the things that I am very attracted to. My grandma collected Lefton china, milk glass, all of those things. I love to see her kitchen dishes when I'm out antiquing, and I always take a picture of them. They meant so much to me as a kid growing up, and so it's so much fun to see them out when I'm antiquing too. So I'm going to say that my memory or my personal history has a big influence on those purchases. Now, the next thing that I know affects a lot of people's attraction to antiques is history in general. Can they look at a piece and learn something about history or be closer to something that has historical significance? I think this is an important part of looking at antiques, and some people are much more attracted to antiques because of their historical significance. So I think this is an important one. It's probably not the thing that drives me the most, but that history behind an object has a lot of pull. The next thing that I think is a real pull in terms of antique attraction is antique collection as a hobby. Now, my daughter, Sarah, has a YouTube channel called Just My Typewriter, and she collects all kinds of typewriters. Sometimes she transforms them and fixes them, but she has a vast knowledge as part of this hobby. And it's something that just grew out of thrifting and going to antique stores. So it's something she really, really enjoys. She's learned a lot too. So I think a hobby is a great reason to antique. I think a huge attractor for me is the design or the aesthetics of a work, such as the Thomas Kincaid paintings. I'm always attracted to those. This is my favorite dish pattern that I see out. Oftentimes I see designers that I really enjoy, Kath Kidston or a different designer when I'm looking. And especially for items that I might actually wear or use on a daily basis. I'm constantly finding clothing and other items like that at an antique store. One of the last ideas I have for attraction to antiques is how I might be able to transform something. Perhaps I need to buy a prop for a play. Perhaps I want to take something and transform it into something else, like the basket lids. I often paint them. So sometimes when I'm looking at an antique, I'm actually looking at a crafting potential. What could this be? if I reimagined the items. So that's one of the things that I also think of when I'm looking at antiques. Thanks so much for joining me as we travel to Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. And maybe it gave you a moment to pause and think about why you love the different antiques pieces you do and what you're looking for and what sparks that joy in you when you're looking for antiques. Thanks again for joining me. See you soon back here at the Suburban Chateau.